Hello everyone, you're welcome once more to NEPH. If you're new to the channel, you're highly welcome. Do well to hit the subscribe button and share the link of the channel to someone out there. Okay. Alright, so let's look at today's question. It says, okay, the slope of the tangent to the curve, okay, y is equal to 3x squared minus 2x plus 5 at the point this is what dash. Alright, so what does this mean? Let's try to interpret and understand the problem. Okay, let's say we have this is our graph. Okay, so the points, okay, we have x, y. Whenever you're given the point, you want to start with x and represent what? It with what? X before y. So we have this as 0. Let's call this the x-axis and this the y-axis. So at this point, we have 1, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Let's say we have 2, we have 4, we have 6, and so on. Now, this point actually is the meeting point of what? Our y and what? Our x. Okay. So the question says we should what? Find what? The slope of the tangent. But what do we mean by the slope of the tangent to the curve? Okay, what it means is at this point, it means there is a curve. Okay, let me represent the curve like this. Let's say we have a curve. Okay. Now that I've shown the curve, now when we say tangent, tangent simply means what? A line that passes through what? A curve, okay, but not above the curve. So our tangent goes like this, okay, it goes somewhere like this. So if this is our tangent, now this curve is represented by what? This equation which we have as y is equal to 3x squared minus 2x plus what? 5. Okay, I can write 5 as 5x raised to the power of 0. Because x raised to the power of 0 also means 1. So 5 times 1 is also what? 5. So we can represent all this as this. So on plotting this, equation on this graph, we have this curve and this is the tangent, okay? So we want to find the slope. Most times, how do you find the slope? So the slope at this point, okay, let's call it point P, okay, is we want to what? Draw what? We want to draw a triangle like this, okay, and what? Find the changes in what? X and what? Y, okay? So you want to have this is your change in Y and this is your change in X. So what it means is our slope is what? Our change in Y divided by our change in X. This we can also call what? Dy over what? The X. That is our what? Slope. Or we can simply say what? Gradient. Now that we have an idea of what it takes, so what this question simply means is we want to solve what? Our dy over dx of this expression, and what? At this point, okay, when x is 1, okay, we want to also substitute it back into what? The given what? Dy over dx that will be able to solve. So let's do that quickly. Remember, x is what? 1. X is 1. So let's differentiate this and see what that gives us as our slope. Okay, so I'm going to have, okay, my dy over dx, which is the slope, is going to be, now, when you are differentiating what? A polynomial, what do we do? So this is going to come down to multiply what? The 3, okay? Now the power, we are going to subtract 1, okay? Now for this, we have power 1, so 1 will come down to multiply what? 2, okay? And we are going to subtract 1 from the power. Now for this, 0 is going to come down to multiply the what? 5, okay? And we subtract 1 from the what? The power, all right? So now that we have all that, our slope is what? So 3 times 2 is what? 6. So we have 6x raised to the power of what? 2 minus 1 is still 1, okay? Minus 2 times 1 is 2. X raised to the power 1 minus 1 is what? 0. Here we have plus 5 times 0 and times this is still what? 0. So we have plus what? 0. So our slope is equals to what? 6x raised to the power of 1, which is still 6x minus what? Minus 2. Okay. Now x raised to the power of 1 means what? 1. Okay. Now that we have that, our slope becomes what? 6x minus what? 2 times 1 is what? 2. But we are not done with what problem, because the question says we should what? Find the slope, okay, of the tangent to the curve at the point. So at the point when x is equals to 1. So when x is equals to 1 at this point, okay, we want to know what the slope is. And we have our x here. So we want to substitute the value of x equals to 1 into this. So let's solve it and see what that gives us. Okay, so we are going to have our slope, which is still equals to the y over the x as what? So we have 6 times what? 1. So we have 6 times 1, okay, minus what? 2. Okay, and 6 times 1 is what? 6 minus 2. So our slope, this problem is going to be what? 4. So 4 gives us the solution to this problem. So the slope at this point is what? Is actually 4. So that solves this simple problem. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel and share this video to someone out there. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.